I can't stop thinking about the beauty and the history and the wonder and the people and the food, but I also can't stop thinking about what it did to me. And technically we think the instructor is supposed to know everything, which is not the case, but I reflect regularly on when I take the city bus here and how that compares and how it's hard to hate your neighbor when you ride the bus with him. So it's just a really mind-broadening experience. My name is Michelle Leah. I am the Assistant Director for Professional Development at the Greeley Center for Catholic Education, and I also am an clinical assistant professor in the School of Education.
My name is Wendy Threadgill, and I am the Rome Coordinator for the International Programs within the School of Education. And I will be coordinating and helping to facilitate the summer 2019 programs in Rome at our JFRC campus. I'm just a big believer in abroad programs. I did an abroad experience myself as an undergrad, and it was completely life-changing. And I think that experience is beneficial for everybody, to just get out of your environment, your element, to the things that are common to you every day, and experiencing what it's like to be in another place, and to experience a different culture, and to just see how big the world is and how different the world is in other places. And this is an introduction to all things JFRC in Rome this upcoming summer.
To study in Rome means that you are walking on bricks and cobblestones that people walked on 2,000, 3,000 years before.
This campus, the John Felice Rome Center, is pretty tucked away, which I like because we're not right in the middle of the city. It gives you an opportunity to retreat a little bit from your everyday, from the hustle and bustle of the city. But it also gives you an opportunity to be a bus ride or a taxi ride away from right in the middle of everything. We're 15 minutes from the Vatican.
I think Rome is a really good location for study abroad because, we think in America it's a melting pot, but here it seems the melting pot is just more evident. There are so many people from different places that have come here.
Being a curriculum and instruction doctoral student, I feel that Rome offers a lot of history. Being in a social justice program at Loyola, I feel that Rome offers a lot of critical thinking and critical perspective to history. We've learned a lot about Roman history, which is exclusive of many populations, and so utilizing what we've learned through a social justice lens, we've been able to really critique not only our history, but the Roman history as well.
This time frame actually worked for me. I think that this was a good chance to be like, you know what, nope, I'm taking my class, I'm going to take it in Rome, and being so busy with grad school and working full time, you're like, you never have a chance to do one.
Be able to see how individuals from a completely different lifestyle and a completely different culture live from day to day, to observe those interactions and to see how politically and culturally, historically, so many things come together.
We met in class for a small portion of the day. We didn't even meet each day at the class. Sometimes we would go off to site. So we visited all of the big historical sites in Rome. In our course specifically, we discussed kind of the hidden curriculum and tried to view these big historical sites as well as some of our teacher sessions and kind of look underneath what's the surface level. We got to go explore as part of our class time.
We would leave here early in the morning and we would do pilgrimages from site to site, and you were in charge of kind of giving a little bit of background about the site that you were in, and then kind of how you kind of let each other kind of just take 20 minutes, explore this space, and kind of had a chance to think about how you felt about it, what it meant to you, and you come back and you could share, not share, and then we would be done by 1 or 2, and if there was something that you just saw that wasn't on our schedule, you could go try to go to a new museum or a new church. I mean, a lot of what I did was a lot of just like kind of wandering.
As a class, we got to picnic on the grounds of the
Villa Borghese, and that was just such a neat experience to be able to be with the people and just sit back and learn together in a separate environment.
It's actually, I think it's just managing to take care of your health and self-care. Because you're in another country and there's so many exciting things to do and there's so many places to go, making sure that you're staying hydrated and making sure that you're getting plenty of rest. Oh, and the food. The food is awesome, but too much pasta is not conducive to an enjoyable study abroad experience.
There were times that you had to say, okay, I think I'm going to stay in for the night. And while that was difficult because you want to see everything and do everything, the best advice I can give is to say just know yourself, know your body, know when you need to take a break.
There has been minimal times where I do have to walk on the streets just for accessibility, especially like when you're going to some of the really old parts of Rome. And then another toll that has kind of taken upon me as well has been the cobblestone. But I think that from talking to my able-bodied peers, it's a toll that takes upon them as well.
I love the Flaminio neighborhood, and in it is this beautiful modern art museum called the Maxi.
The Maxi Museum. It's the Museum of Arts for the 21st century, I believe.
And when you walk down that way, you'll see a bunch of also restaurants that, people might call them hole in the walls, but they're not really here, especially in Italy. They value their food a lot, they have a lot of pride in it and what they're serving you. And those restaurants, not only will you get like much better tasting food than what you get around the touristy area, but the prices will also be like a lot cheaper.
The restaurant Lo Zodico, and I would say it's a hidden gem because it's high up on a hill. You can see the whole city, really. It's an amazing view.
The experiences that we had that I thought was really neat as a class is we went up to Lo Zodiaco, and it's highest point, and we had the restaurant and the view of Rome and the music in the background, and it was just peaceful.
And to be able to abdicate all that you think that is familiar and to just immerse yourself in the culture has been a really amazing experience. Challenging, absolutely, but definitely worth it.
Once again, it was just such a special opportunity to have this especially for at the graduate level. I don't hear about it anywhere else. Why wouldn't you want to come? Why do you need to be convinced? This is amazing.
If you're looking for an experience where you can really engage with the city, with history, and be fully immersed in a culture that may be new to you, that this is a really exciting adventure.